What do you make of it?
Look, I think we've seen quite a bit that's useful. It's not really the smoking gun we'd hoped for. I feel that Elon Musk has held back some material.
There's a bit of an oops and then a bunch of copium. It's not a smoking gun. They got their own billionaire to jump into it and give him all the files. They handed to Matt Taibbi and under God knows what restrictions about what he can talk about and not. And he tried to present everything through a lens that would be most damning to them. And it's oops, not a smoking gun. But we think he's holding something back. There's always another layer to the conspiracy. The right-wing billionaire, he's the one who won't let it come out, or someday it'll come out and then Trump will be president again or something. There's always some extra level of cope. They didn't get what they wanted because there isn't anything there to be gotten. And so now they just kick the can down the road a little bit more. And someday Mike Lindell will find the damning Hunter Biden stuff in a pillow or something. I don't know. What do you think, Brett?
And even still, like the thing that they'll declare as a smoking gun, is going to be will eventually be less direct than I want you to do me a favor though, or whatever the quid pro quo in the Trump transcript was. It won't be as direct as that. It won't be as direct as I'm going to withhold military assistance. Yeah. It's going to be like, hey, it's my son's penis. Can we please spare the internet of that?
100%.
Otherwise, everything would have come out already. And then Tucker is essentially like doing the calculus of like, if I say that Elon Musk withheld information from the population, I then have to be super sure that I'm coming correct and that I'm not going to alienate the Elon Musk supporters who will stay with him and not come with me on this.
Yeah, 100%. Well, the fact that the Twitter Hunter Biden expose didn't result in anything that even the right can spin as damning doesn't mean that they're going to stop looking into this. They're going to use this as an excuse to look more. Representative Comer in Republican leadership says he wants Twitter employees to talk to Congress about the Biden laptop story. So again, they love free enterprise and capitalism, and they want the employees and mostly former employees now, since everybody's been fired, of a private company that took a private citizen's request to not have revenge porn be published on their platform to testify before Congress. What, like the mod team, the safety team? How many employees are you talking about? God only knows, because he didn't think about it. And I will say that while they didn't get the smoking gun that they wanted, some will just be willing to run with it. You have a former congressional candidate, Shukri Abdirahman, who tweeted out, "We can no longer get rid of tyranny by the ballots. It's only by bullets now." And you know that that's serious because I see the blue check next to their name. I don't know, maybe it's just Twitter blue. You can't tell anymore, thanks Elon. But anyway, Joe Biden's team requested that they not publish these nude photos. And so voting is pointless, democracy is dead, begin shooting your political opponents. That's what a former Republican congressional candidate is taking out of this. And eventually, it took a while, but eventually that tweet was taken down. Is Musk not merciful?
And should, by his own logic, suspend the account. Because he said that if he's suspending people, he said with the Kanye thing, he's suspending because it's a call to violence. That's pretty directly a call to violence. That person should be suspended. And if not, he's committing the same crimes that people on the right say that Jack committed by not being consistent in their reasoning for suspensions.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, by the way, we couldn't go to all of the Miranda Devine, but she eventually gets very defensive over Jack because they have to hate Twitter, but not the guy who ran it or whatever. And they said that he wasn't involved, which doesn't somehow make this less of a story for them. But then also, I hate even acknowledging the individual emails here. They talk about emails saying like, what do we do going forward? What exactly is our policy on this, all this? And the presence of those emails to these people, including to Matt Taibbi, is damning evidence that they were systematically trying to hurt the right wing and benefit the centrists. When the fact that those emails were going around is evidence, I would say proof, that they did not have a biased policy because they literally had to ask. If you'd been told, do whatever Biden wants, hurt the Republicans however you want, you wouldn't be responding to individual requests like, what's our policy gonna be going forward? And what should we do in this case? They clearly didn't know because they hadn't been directed to do something to benefit Biden or whatever. It's just all so stupid.
I would say it's a 60-40 breakdown that Silicon Valley employees at that level in those jobs are 60% neoliberal and 40% libertarian right-wing psychopaths. And so it's not this like 90-10 situation that they'll have you think. And also, so there are I'm certain that the people who work at Twitter liked Biden more than they liked Trump, but I'm also certain, I don't forget, you did the wave thing. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I apologize, I wanted you to finish, but that was a good point. I agree that they probably did.
Oh, this is the point, this is the point. The point is, I am certain that every time a right winger is saying that they have trouble getting the word out for their side, they're absolutely lying because they're backed by billions and billions of dollars of people who are trying to start a culture war so they can get tax breaks.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.